The Fixation of Belief by the prominent 20th century philosopher Charles Sanders Peirce. In the essay, Peirce explained how it was possible to fix belief not in the individual, but in the community, via what he called the method of authority. Let the will of the state act, then, instead of that of the individual. Let an institution be created which shall have for its object to keep correct doctrines before the attention of the people, to reiterate them perpetually, and to teach them to the young, having at the same time power to prevent contrary doctrines from being taught, advocated, or expressed. Let all possible causes of a change of mind be removed from men's apprehensions. Let them be kept ignorant, lest they should learn of some reasons to think otherwise than they do. Let their passions be enlisted, so that they may regard private and unusual opinions with hatred and horror. One would be hard-pressed to think of a better system for fixing belief for the purpose of breeding and training a standardized citizenry than the factory model schooling system in existence in the West since the late 19th century. As Ivan Illich wrote in his book, Deschooling Society, "School is the advertising agency which makes you believe that you need the society as it is. Whatever an education is, it should make you a unique individual, not a conformist. It should furnish you with an original spirit with which to tackle the big challenges. It should allow you to find values which will be your roadmap through life. It should make you spiritually rich, a person who loves whatever you are doing. It should teach you what is important, how to live and how to die." The most erroneous assumption is to the effect that the aim of public education is to fill the young of the species with knowledge and awaken their intelligence. Nothing could be further from the truth. The aim of public education is not to spread enlightenment at all. It is simply to reduce as many individuals as possible to the same safe level, to breed and train a standardized citizenry, to put down dissent and originality. That is its aim in the United States, whatever the pretensions of politicians, and that is its aim everywhere else. In 1852, Massachusetts was the first to adopt such a system, and by 1900, practically all the states had followed. Compulsory schooling elsewhere in the West followed a similar trajectory and timeline. In 1900, every country in Europe had established compulsory schooling except for Belgium, which followed in 1920. England, after much opposition, implemented compulsory schooling in the late 19th century. And Canada quickly accompanied America in implementing a system based on the factory model developed in Prussia. Many of the educational reformers who influenced the development of compulsory schooling were not looking to stimulate innovation, invention, and the development of ideas to promote social prosperity, but were in search of an effective means of social control and social engineering. Ignoring for a moment the sinister motives which lay behind the development of factory model schooling in the West, its inadequacy as an institution is conditioned upon its tendency to not only fail to stimulate curiosity, but to inhibit or even stamp out altogether the natural curiosity exhibited by all children. Stuck within the confines of what Rene Eupitis described as windowless concrete containers surrounded by barbed wire fences, looking more like prisons than schools, students are for the most part not encouraged to explore, create, and cultivate independence, but to sit down, listen, and accept at face value whatever is being taught.